doing an unboxing. I haven't done an unboxing. I filmed a couple, I just didn't share them. Well, here at Foolish Kitchen, we start buying ourselves holiday presents as soon as they start playing Christmas music. And we stop buying them when we run out of money. Or we stop buying them when I feel that I've indulged myself enough. But I have a shopping list of things that I want. And this is on it. Well, this was on it once I saw it. That's exactly what I wanted. Ooh, I like buying presents for me. Okay, and I don't like these. This is not going to be good. It's going to be... well, this came from Canada, so we packed it very well. And now we're going to all try to get them all back in the box. It's another whole other theme, a whole other video. Hate these things. They do work well, but I hate them. Okay, so I bought myself something. My rules are, these days, has to be for the channel, the YouTube channel, and it has to be 100 years old. Most of the things I'm getting have to still do the job it was intended to do. It can't be like something you're going to turn into something else, or something crafty, or something decorative that's just going to take up room. It has to actually perform the same function it did when it was manufactured. Ooh, it's starting to appear. It has a handle, and it has a spout. Here's the handle, here's the spout, and there she is, in all of her glory. And up, there it is. I was like, where is the cable? Yes, this is electric. Doesn't that make you feel old? Electricity's been around for quite some time, and electric kettles have been around for quite some time. There we go, made in Canada. It's just as pretty, there we go, as they predicted. And we'll have to use it. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, Universal, patented 1912, outputs 110 watts, 120 watts. Do not put in water. No, we will not submerge it. Made by Landers, Frary, and Clark, New Britain, Connecticut. Ooh, baby. These are the same people who make the Universal meat grinder and a bunch of other things that are on my shopping list. But the nickel plating on this is sublime. It is absolutely the prettiest, dandiest thing. Oh, what is this? This has got to be a fuse, if I'm not mistaken. Well, shouldn't be unwinding things unless I know what it leads to. But I suspect if it's an electric device. Oh, no, it goes to a screw. I thought there should be a fuse, but maybe that's what attaches the electric base, because it unscrews the electric base from the kettle. Well, we'll save that for another day. There's nothing wrong with it. Apparently it works according to the seller. And I'm just tickled as punch, and I can't wait to get that perking. We've seen an unboxing of a new toy that I have, a new device. Don't remember what I said in the unboxing. When I bought it, it was sold as a 1914, 1918, thereabouts. But as we discovered by examination, further examination, the last date on this is 1924, so it's probably 1924, a little thereafter. Made for export, since it has all the Canadian numbers on it, and I did get it from Canada, but it was made by Landry, Frary, and Clark in Connecticut. Now, before you go and plug in a vintage electric device, examine all the electricals, make sure you're not going to have a problem. This has obviously, to me, been rewired since it originally came out. Because originally this would have had a 1924 cord. It would have had been fabric with the wires on the inside, regardless of whether it was probably to code at the time. But this has since been rewired, and all the numbers on this. This is definitely heater cord. This is not lamp cord. It's designed for heating elements, and you'll notice the difference. I've looked at a couple that are sent on sale on eBay of similar devices, whether they be toasters or waffle irons, whatever. You have to have the heater cord, not electrical lamp cord. So even if it comes with lamp cord, just rewire it. It's not difficult. There are plenty of videos about it. And the great thing about these vintage devices, which is they are designed to be replaced, designed to be rewired. This does not have screws. It has another kind of screws, but they are designed nicely to be rewired. So they shouldn't be that difficult. If it has, this is all burnt, don't use it. The good thing is this is a pretty standard plug, pretty standard 2-prong plug, and for a long time you could still buy these. I believe these are still sold for coffee makers, so I've seen them in some of the hardware stores that have all the kitschy old vintagey things. A 2-prong coffee maker plug cord will probably work. So before you overspend on getting a vintage one that may or may not work, try the ones at the store that are just, you can always return it. But basically it has all the right connections, and it's just your 2-prong plug. And so I feel confident about plugging it into this power strip, which does have a circuit breaker, and so I feel confident. Never heat anything without water in it. Water kills, just in case. It's just a good rule of thumb. Put the water in first before you plug it in. It doesn't have an on-off. It has a plug. So that's why I'm using the power strip, which has an on-off, just in case. So yes, I've been itching to plug this in. But what I did was I scoured the inside. I don't see any problems or any burn marks. I just see the original tack welds, which holds the base, the bowl to the base. I opened this up, which has essentially, there's another threaded thing inside, which would essentially be the fuse. Doesn't look like it's ever had a problem being burnt out. I'm not exactly sure how one would repair it, but I don't think it is repairable at this stage. It will just go from non-usable to be decorative, which is already decorative. So, we're going to put some water in it, and then plug her in, and I'm going to make some tea. Do not ask why I bought it. I do not know. I just saw it was an electric tea kettle as opposed to tons of coffee makers and samovars and other devices, and it was like, I have not seen an electric tea kettle, and maybe it just has something to do with it going to Canada. So we're going to plug it in and hope that all is well. Ta-da! All is well. If this had been a vintage cord, I would have not been so confident. I've been looking for an electric toaster of the same vintage, and I passed one up merely because I was too lazy to change the cord on it. So what I want to do is see how long it takes to boil water. And that should work. It sold to me as a device that worked, and it doesn't have any moving parts. It only has wiring, and the wiring looks fine. So, fingers crossed. Meanwhile, and we got it boiling, and we're done. And I'm going to use the shut-off. Whoops. I just didn't want to pull it out when it was all lighted up, just in case. I'm still, it's 1924. I'm so excited. Okay. That will burn my hand. Oh, there it is. Put that little lid on. And I suppose we could have, I didn't want to pull that out either. Oh yeah, you can. Cool. And we're going to put our water in here. Now when I wash this thing and I scrub this when the fare-do well, I used a bottle brush in the spout. And you obviously can't get it in through the back with the bottle brush, but I tried. So I did give this a good soak with CLR just to make sure there wasn't any tea or any rust or anything in it. So like I said, there's nothing inside of this bowl that would make me nervous. A little rust is not gonna kill you, especially if you're using a tea as bold as PG Tips. Strong enough. Yeah, that can go longer. But that's just gonna give us a nice little cup of tea. I'm gonna put in, I like sugar in my tea. No, I don't have sugar cubes. Dangerous thing about having sugar cubes is I tend to eat them. So I'm gonna have some milk in my tea. That tastes perfect. I'm so excited. This thing is just, oh, it is so charming. I just couldn't miss it. I just couldn't leave it on eBay without being, it's like, I know somebody else would have bought it, but I do. I have it. Thanks for watching. Bye.